Night Rants on the Better Sports Network. What is going on, everybody? Somebody has a case of the Mondays. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And, well, Bob's your uncle. Rants on the Street with Thomas Stevens. Shout out to my producer, Tyler Heavy T. Soto. Boom. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday Night Rants on the Better Sports Network. That's at Better Network at all your favorite social media platforms. I, of course, am Edward Rouse at Edward Rouse on all your favorite social media platforms as well. And I know I say this every week, but we had a week off. But what a show we have for you tonight. That is right. Dang! It is going to be a doozy, an absolute burner, straight from the fields of Coachella. Tyler Heavy T. Soto will be here the entire show. That's right. You get all Tyler, all Heavy T, all night long. Also got a special surprise for him, too. I think I found him a wonderful, and I mean extremely wonderful job opportunity that's right up his alley. More on that later. But what a good time to be alive as a sports fan. NBA playoffs have started. The NHL playoffs have started. We're in baseball season. We got the NFL draft this week. It's draft week. We all know it's going number one. Let's not be stupid here, people. It's Caleb Williams, we know. But after that, crapshoot. Also, more on that later. Right now, home teams in the playoffs at NHL and NBA are undefeated. Throughout the weekend, not a single one. A single one. Lost. So bettors out there, if you bet on strictly home teams over the weekend, you came out on top. All the favorites in both NHL and NBA won. No surprise. The only one I was kind of on that wasn't a favorite, a little bit on the Philadelphia 76ers, who are playing right now, and they're currently leading by 4 in the third quarter, was Sacramento against the Pelicans without Zion. But even the Pelicans came through. So here we go. And now we're going to get the same thing that we always get year in and year out about, do we need 7 games? Do we need 7 games in the first round of the NBA playoffs? Do we need 7 games in the first round of the NBA playoffs? It's pretty clear cut at this point. We don't. We don't need it in the NHL playoffs. Just go to 5. Make it 5. Get it said and done, but we're adding teams with the play-in tournament. We're at debacle. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. The dynasty officially over and done. Klay Thompson, rough. He will be on a different team. I made a joke the other night. I was talking with my buddy. And we're like, Klay Thompson's the perfect fit to be like a role player guy, right? Like, what's a team where players like him go to die? And I said, I know just the place. The Washington Wizards. That's right. Klay Thompson to the Washington Wizards, where players like him go to die. That's going to happen. All right. He smells like patchouli, sweat, beer, marijuana, and it's all the good things straight from Coachella. Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite and lovable teddy bear, Tyler Heavy T. Soto.
Yo.
What's going on, my friend? Looking good, looking dapper.
Yeah, you know what? I've never tried this angle for my webcam, but I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to leave it.
You got the mic on. You looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Even if I do
Yeah.
the close up here, look at you.
It's
And
it's usually me
and
staring right in.
when
Like,
we
I
do the
like
rant lines here in a few minutes, they'll be right in between us, and you won't have half your face being covered.
that's
People
true.
get to
Yeah.
see your whole persona, Heavy T. They
Plus,
get to see it.
you can see the only thing of Otani I have left here in my stupid little bubble.
What did you do with all your Otani stuff?
You know what? Surprisingly, I didn't have a lot of Otani stuff because I mean, I'll be real. I had a good feeling he was leaving, so I'm like, I'm not going to start collecting a bunch of crap knowing this Judas is gone. So yeah, no, dude, I don't. Did I ever tell you that I actually made a custom Angels jersey?
No.
Yeah, did I not tell you this?
Is it the one that was like a Otani 17, but said something on it like Judas or on it, right? Or
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
You
Like,
actually made it? You talked
No,
about it.
I
You
went out and
made it.
actually made it. I wore it on opening day.
So you have an Otani 17 Angels jersey that says Judas on it.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I have the picture here somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, I could, if it's hanging up, I could try to switch angles here and try to get it on you. But
It's too much because it's all the way in the closet, and I don't want to like.
Okay, it's okay. We believe you. You can wear it next show.
It's crazy.
But you have the night off from FanDuel, so you're not joining us from the FanDuel studio, so everyone gets you the entire night.
True. And you know what? I actually am going to the Angel game tomorrow as they play Baltimore because I want to see Jackson Holiday. So, and I am wearing the Judas jersey tomorrow, so I will get a picture.
As you should.
Yeah,
I do have a job opportunity for you that I will share later with you tonight.
Ooh, okay.
It's really exciting. I'm excited for you because I think it's right up your alley, and you are, I think, the best qualified person for this job.
I'm interested.
But more on that later. Okay. Without further ado, shall we start ranting and get into the rant lines?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get into the rant lines. I'm going to switch up the old template here. Welcome back to the full episode of my Night Rants, man. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I had last week off. I was recovering from my bachelor party in South Lake Tahoe, so I'm like, I don't really feel like doing a show today. I'm not going to do it. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be quick. We're talking about it right now. Here we are, watching the NBA playoffs. It's playoff time. Dame Lillard, obviously, last night went off in the Bucks winning. And I was mentioning this before you got on, that every single home team won in the NBA. All the favorites won.
Yeah.
And here we are again, and Orlando is getting absolutely smoked as we speak by Cleveland. I predicted a sweep in my little bracket thing I did on NBA.com, and that Orlando's just not good.
They're not good yet. They're getting there, but they're not good.
So, do you, before we go into our picks on who we think is going to be in the finals and whatnot, do you think that 7 games in the first round is too much in the NBA?
Probably. Yeah.
5 seems right.
I think 5 seems right. I think that's the way. I don't remember if baseball still does it. 5, 7, 7.
Baseball goes 3 and then 5 and then 7.
Okay, it is 3. Well, yeah, with the wild card series. Yeah.
So 3 in the wild card, 5, and then so it goes 7, 7.
Okay, yeah, no, that's the way it should be. To be perfectly honest, and I was literally telling my buddy this yesterday. I do not watch the NBA playoffs until the semifinal because that's when it starts to get really good. All these lower seeds, they almost never advance.
And when they do, it's like history. Like the one year that the Warriors beat Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs, who were number 1. It was the first time ever.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, they were an 8 seed. That was
insane, like that's last year Miami going through the play-in, okay, and make it to the finals. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
but other than that, you really don't have many Cinderella runs.
I know you had the 8-seeded Nuggets back in like the 90s. I think they beat Seattle in the first round one year.
Okay, still, we're going back to the 90s now.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, like
first round, that made sense. Like,
yeah, I don't watch like in hockey because of the way the puck bounces. Yeah, you can get an upset in the first round. In baseball, we've seen that countless times. You get an upset in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Basketball, it's just I don't care. It's just
And we're gonna give our picks here, and if you look at the Eastern Conference here, it's pretty much, I think we're gonna be on the same page. Pretty sure.
If I'm going to be honest, I'd be very surprised if our finals pick differ as far as who makes the NBA finals. I'd be very surprised.
That's interesting. We'll save the West for later here. We were supposed to do this last week, but I had too much fun at my friend's bachelor party. By the way, shout out to fellow listener and watcher and friend Archon 56 for getting married. We'll give him a little cheer, huh? That wedding's coming up on May 4th. Star Wars theme.
May 4th,
Let's
so
go.
literally in a few weeks here.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
gonna be a lot
happy
of
wedding,
fun.
my guy.
Happy wedding. He's gonna learn it the hard way. Welcome to the club, my friend. He has no idea what's about to hit him. I think you'd be next in my list of people that I know that hasn't got married yet. So don't get married anytime soon. Don't get married anytime soon, Heavy T.
No, it's. I'll be honest. I just got into a relationship for the first time in like 4 years. I'm not trying to rush into that. And
relationship, huh? We'll have to expand on this on a later program.
baby steps. We'll leave it at that.
Baby
Tell you
steps.
What, if it makes it past 6 months, then we'll talk.
Okay. Yeah. Was it a friend or was it a like a Tinder type thing or like the right one? I don't even know. I never had those.
Kind of a mixture of both. And I say that because I technically very, very quick short story. I technically slid into her DMs on Instagram.
What?
But that's because so she followed me and I looked at her profile picture and I'm like, I've seen this person before, but I can't put my finger on it. Turns out I definitely had seen her before because she used to work about a mile from my house. So I was like, okay, at the Starbucks on the corner. And I was like, okay, so I definitely seen her before. So we became friends and then we started going out a little while after that. So.
Did you pull the I'm a radio producer card?
She used to listen to the show I was on, so yes, I have played that card many a times, and it does work.
All right,
let me tell you guys, it does work.
Want
to know a smooth line? Hey, want to know what the inside of a radio station looks like? That's a smooth line.
Old and dusty.
Yeah, it's old and dusty. Lots of buttons, very confusing. So,
I love it. Okay, moving on back to NBA before we go on a tangent. We don't need to go on right now. So I think we all agree in the first round here. Let me pull up the bracket so I have it on me here. But let's just move right to the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals. We'll do the Eastern Conference first. Who do you have in the Eastern Conference Finals? I have mine. I'll let you go first on this one.
Eastern Conference Final. I have Boston as one team for sure.
Yeah, yes, I'm with you there.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
That's going to happen. I'd be surprised if they lost more than 2 games getting there. It's
you know what? I'll say it, and they meet earlier because I don't have the actual like bracket right here in front of me.
I'll let you know. I have it in front of me.
Yeah, without looking at the bracket, I'll say Boston, Milwaukee. I do.
Yep, that's exactly who I have. So
I'm not gonna lie. I do.
Even though Giannis is out for a few weeks, though, and
yeah.
if it goes into the second round and they have to play the Knicks or the 76ers, that could get tough. But
I think they can beat the Sixers. I think the Knicks would be interesting. And to be perfectly honest, that was my backup team. I think Boston is there for sure, no matter what.
Yep.
The Knicks, I really like the Knicks, and I think basketball.
They're struggling with the 7 seed Sixers right now at home.
To be fair, it's the Sixers, and Embiid's gotten back. Like that's not a true 7 seed. Like let's be honest.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's a top 5 seed at best.
I think the Sixers could possibly make it into the conference finals, depending on what happens with Giannis. But yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be the Bucks and Celtics is who I have. And I have the Celtics winning that matchup as well, going to the finals. Okay, moving to the West. Obviously, it's an interesting West because you got the Timberwolves, the Thunder, who are the 1 and 3 seeds that right? But we've been talking about it all season. Here we are. I don't have the Lakers winning more than 1 game. I think the Nuggets move on, and I think they're going to, even though the Timberwolves won, I still think the Suns can give them a little bit of, it's going to be a battle fest in the West, man. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be Shogun up in here. You know what I mean?
I would like to see, because I'm looking at it right now, I would like to see Oklahoma City, Denver 1 versus 2 in the conference final. I don't think we'll get that.
I don't think that's going to happen because the way that the brackets work.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. And oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. If he comes back healthy, Clippers are going to make a run.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I absolutely, I absolutely hate saying that, but to be fair, no one's beating Denver. That's not happening. Like
I have Denver and Clippers in the conference finals.
I think I might put that as well. The Clippers, when they're healthy, they're actually.
But again, here we are in the playoffs with the Clippers, and nobody knows what the hell is going on with Kawhi Leonard. Again, what is it?
He'll be back.
Smoke and mirrors, and
he'll be back.
Well, yeah, they said this before, and he ended up it was an ACL tear the whole time, and no one they didn't tell anybody. Like it's just they don't give out any information at all. But I mean, the only team that's dominated the Clippers this season was the Pelicans, and I don't think they're getting by the Thunder. So that would be interesting, considering the Pelicans swept the Clippers this year. But yeah, but without Zion, and we'll see what happens there. Yeah, it's Clippers, Mavs, obviously Thunder over the Pelicans. I still think the Suns can beat the Timberwolves, but that's going to be a closer matchup than I think people think, and I think the Nuggets beat the Lakers.
Even if the Suns do get past the Timberwolves, they're not getting past the second round. And again, like I said, I will reiterate, no one is beating Denver. Denver is going back to the
Well, that's where we differ, my friend, because I got Clippers and Boston.
Oh, God.
And when I was in South Lake Tahoe last week, and guess who put a little bit of money on the Clip Show, winning the whole thing?
I guarantee you that whatever casino you did that at, thanks you for your donation. So, jeez, man.
That'd be the Caesars Sportsbook in the Harveys. There you go.
All right.
Hey, it's $20 to win like 280 or something. It's whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, $20 is not that much,
dude. I was there. Okay. I'm gonna go on a tangent. Before we do that, we'll talk about baseball later, and I'll tell you about this bet that my friend did, and I thought he was drunk. More on that later. Who do you got in the finals? Obviously, you got Denver and Boston. Who wins the whole damn thing?
Denver in 6.
Denver in 6.
Yeah, I think Denver repeats.
Okay, well, I got Clippers and Boston, and because I'm a homer, I have Boston winning in the finals. The Clippers make it to the finals for the first time, but I have Boston winning in 6.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey, if the Clippers make it to the finals, they can finally put up a sort of banner, kind of, like Western Conference champion.
They have to have one banner in the new stadium next year.
Yeah, man. Okay, so just double checking to see, because I pulled up the bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, so Clippers Nuggets would work, and Bucks Celtics would work, and that's what I have. Yeah, Clippers Nuggets, Bucks Celtics.
There you go.
I like the Thunder a lot. I'll be honest. I like them a lot, but no one's getting past Jokic, dude. The guy, no one really, except for maybe Embiid. No one can really. Oh, well, and Giannis, obviously. No one can really match up with them.
Have some faith in our boy for the Clippers, man. Come on.
Don't put Zubac in that elite tier. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
All right. It was playoff time. You know what else it is?
Baseball time.
Draft time.
Duh. Yeah, of course. Speaking of,
next week, our entire show will probably be analyzing the draft, most likely.
Okay, you know what? 2 things real quick. Number 1, did you see the Zach Wilson trade?
Yeah, that's the next on the Rant Lines.
Okay, so we'll come back to that.
Oh, yeah, will be.
Second.
Oh, before we do, sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. My bad. I've been off for a week. All right, go ahead.
Second, this might be just me. I feel like this is the most underhyped draft in a while. I don't feel like anybody's really talking about it.
I think because the reason is everyone and their mom knows what the number 1 pick is going to be. So there's really
yeah, but even in a year with like when we knew Trevor Lawrence was going to be the number 1 pick,
yeah,
we're like, oh, what about Justin Fields? What about Zach Wilson? You know, like all these dudes. And I look at it now, 3 years later, they're all ass, but still.
Yeah, and there's the running back this year are garbage.
Oh, they're not good. No, it's a terrible running back class.
But wide receiver is loaded. And quarterback is a huge drop-off after the 3. I'm not sold on Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. being NFL caliber starting quarterbacks.
I'm more sold on Penix than I am I would not touch Bo Nix with a 10-foot ball.
Bo Nix reminds me of Charlie Whitehurst. Remember him? He ended up having the nickname of Clipboard Jesus.
Underrated nickname.
Because Bo Nix is a smart football player, and he could be an offensive coordinator someday, but you know, I don't think he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. But,
now, honestly,
I'm an Oregon fan.
So you have Caleb Williams, who even him I'm not 100% sold on.
I'm not either.
So you have Caleb Williams. You have Jaden Daniels, a little bit.
Lamar Jackson light.
Yeah, I think that's a very generous comparison. I would not compare him to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but like Bud Light, not Miller Light. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. Bo Nix, no, wouldn't touch him. Drake May wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, he's a
I
he's
do
gonna be.
not
Drake
understand.
Drake May just has Zach Wilson, that type of written all, Mitch Trubisky just written all over him, doesn't he?
There's going to be a team here that makes a stupid ass move.
The Vikings. They're gonna trade up and get JJ McCarthy.
Well, so
do you like that move?
I'm gonna be honest. I've heard some rumors.
Okay, what are these rumors?
That the Vikings make a trade for a starting quarterback that's already established in the league.
Ooh, please do tell, Heavy T.
Okay. Take this with a pinch of salt because your team is involved.
Salt Bay.
See. The Vikings would be trading a ton of assets, including their number 1 pick this year.
For Easton's dick.
No, it would definitely be for Justin Herbert.
That's not happening.
I don't know, man, because Harbaugh's right there, and Harbaugh had McCarthy. I don't know, man. It would be a move that Spanos would be dumb enough to pull off.
You're breaking my heart right now, Heavy T.
Because it has okay, besides Justin Herbert, let's be honest for a second. Besides Justin Herbert, the best player on that team is who? Josh Palmer? Rashawn Slater? Maybe?
Rashawn Slater's a G, man. Come on.
I mean, he's good, but
have you heard of a guy named Derwin James?
That injury-prone dude?
Khalil Mack? He's pretty
old.
Have I heard? Oh, come on.
I don't know, man. It might be time to just there's nobody left. Allen's gone.
They just
Mike Williams
so
is gone. Eckler's gone. Dude,
are Vikings going to eat all that money too that they just paid Justin Herbert to do it and trade away the farm? That'd be a Sean Payton move. That's something that Denver would do.
No, but you got to
they did that.
No, but here's the other thing too: is you got to give Justin Jefferson a reason to stay, and JJ McCarthy is not going to be that reason. So
he's already been holding out as well.
Yeah, dude. You're not doing Jefferson any favors.
Nope.
He actually looked really good with Cousins before Cousins got hurt, and now Cousins is gone in Atlanta, and now he's going to have to form a whole new routine with another quarterback in Minnesota. How many times have we seen this Minnesota movie? Literally, how many times have we seen this? Randy Moss, Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're with Justin Jefferson. Dude, you gotta have a reason for him to stay.
Mm-hmm. That'd be funny if they traded for Herbert but traded Justin Jefferson. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, your best wide receiver right now is Quentin Johnson.
It's not. Okay, it's going to be. Speaking of that, both our teams have top 10 picks in the NFL draft this year. I'm a Chargers fan. Obviously, you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. I'm going to ask you first. Where do you see your Atlanta Falcons going at number 8 since they've just retooled their offense here? Obviously need some defense help. What do you like after all the rumblings and rumors and the fantasy football Twitter communities, all their mock drafts, because we're all experts. Mm-hmm. You read them all, right? I know you did.
So I've read a few. Every one of them, for the most part, has I believe his name is
Verse.
No. Oh crap! Now I can't remember his name. But it's the edge rusher from Alabama, whose name I am blanking on right now. That's where I've seen every thing come to. Hold on one second. I want to say it's Dallas Turner. I think that's his name. I could be incredibly wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. Mock draft. Blah, blah, blah.
Just type in mock draft and see the 80 million that everyone is doing.
Oh yeah, you mean Mel Kiper and all his 5 million?
No, his are behind a paywall. You have to pay for his.
Well, I have ESPN Plus because it's ESPN Plus. I'm gonna pay for it. So let's see.
Big time. I'm excited about this job offer I have for you, man. I think you're gonna get it too.
Okay, so this one's actually slightly interesting. So it is Dallas Turner. That's the
yeah. Okay.
So this most recent mock draft that ESPN put out is by Jordan Reed, and I want you to hear this. So at number 8, he has a projected trade that the Falcons make, and they move back.
Makes sense.
And the team that trades up is the Minnesota Vikings
for JJ McCarthy.
To take JJ McCarthy. The Falcons move back to number 11. They get number 108 and 129 as well. And in return, they pick up at 11. I'm going to butcher this dude's name, but I've seen him linked to the Falcons as well if Turner is gone. Latu.
Dude, is it me or is all the offensive linemen have the same name this year and they're all like 18 syllables, no vowels?
Well, he is an edge, so he's not an offensive.
Oh, okay. There's a ton of them. Yeah, there's like I'm like,
how dare you be whatever the football equivalent of
the
racist
Samoans
is.
are making a run this year in the first round. Let me tell you.
Yeah, how dare you? No, but that is his name. I'm incredibly sorry if he hears this. I butchered that immensely. But yeah, no. Yeah, he's the UCLA edge, which and here's the thing. Atlanta's needed an edge forever. So, but now that they have Kirk Cousins, now you can focus on the defense because they completely retooled the offense.
And you made some good defensive moves last year in the offseason too. So draft pick would be
we did. Yeah, we did. So and then we have obviously the cornerstone right there is AJ Terrell. And I love AJ.
Yeah.
So have Grady Jarrett dominating on the line. Saying, all right, let's get this going.
I hate to say this, but the Chargers will not draft a wide receiver at 5 overall. Even though Neighbors could be sitting there, Odunze, who I want nothing to do with. But they're going to draft an offensive lineman.
That's what it has you guys grabbing Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
He's just going to grab the biggest, toughest offensive lineman, and that's going to be the game. And now we literally, we are the Baltimore, Michigan Chargers. We are the Baltimore, Michigan Chargers. Our running backs are the two running backs last year that played for Baltimore.
Is that necessarily a bad thing when you think about it?
No,
because this dude, when he was the head coach in San Francisco, he had a great offensive line.
He turned him around. He turned around Stanford.
Not just that.
Stanford a football program.
Not just that. Frank Gore, he had a great running back. Utilized him. Is the only one that ever got Colin Kaepernick to look good. And I will die on this hill that the Niners' biggest mistake was letting Harbaugh go and letting Trent Baalke stay as GM. Like that was their biggest mistake because he was the one who unlocked what Kaepernick was doing. As soon as another coach came in, Kaepernick had an okay year and then fell off a cliff because no one had any idea what they were doing. Jim Tomsula, are you freaking kidding me, dude? That you wanted that guy as your coach? Like, God.
That's rough. But I know he turns around teams and he does it quickly. So we'll see. I have high expectations, but not any expectations because of the Chargers. I'm just glad that Brandon Staley is no longer the coach, and I can never talk about him ever again. So there you go. So anything else you're looking forward towards the draft? I'll be watching. Obviously, you'll be watching. You'll be
just kind of curious on the wide receivers because this is a very heavy wide receiver.
Very deep and very versatile. Like you have so many X and Y receivers that do one thing well, and they're talented. You got like Leggett and Troy Franklin out of Oregon, which you don't know what you're going to get. Are you going to reach up? Ladd McConkey from Georgia. It's a lot of what ifs after those three. So I'm kind of interested in that as well.
I'm going to be honest, though. The one receiver that I really like, just because I saw him play a good chunk when he was in Texas, I really like Xavier Worthy.
What about the other one? O'Donnell Mitchell.
O'Donnell Mitchell's pretty good too, but I like Worthy a little bit more.
I think Mitchell goes round 1.
Very possible. I think
over Worthy. Yeah. Well, they're two different types of receivers, but
let's see. They do not have. Let's see, Mitchell. So I'm looking for his name real quick because they have Worthy going number. I think it's at 27 to Buffalo, which makes sense. That would be
Buffalo doesn't draft a receiver. They are in trouble, son. Like they are in trouble.
I mean, they could draft a receiver. Remember, like I said, this is a very deep receiver class.
Yeah,
they could draft a receiver in the second round if they wanted to,
but they need a one. They have. Is Khalil Shakir or Curtis Samuel going to be their one?
You put some respect on Curtis Samuel, right? The guy's a legend. Somewhat. Right? Redskins
senior or junior?
Redskins / Commanders / football team legend. Okay. Like he's a man of many hats.
He's a Panthers legend.
Yeah,
not hard to do nowadays.
No, I mean, you know my thing. If you played for a team for one game, doesn't matter how long you were there, you're automatically a legend. So, like, I love doing that. So, really good example. Baseball, really good example. Randy Johnson, Giants legend, right there. That's a really good example.
Also, a bird killer. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, okay. He was on the team for an hour. Like Carmelo Anthony, Hawks legend, was on the team for an hour. Yeah. Same thing.
That is legendary, though. See, that story is legendary.
So same thing with if you go to hockey, the LA Kings traded Jonathan Quick.
Yes.
To the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they shipped him off
like right away
to Vegas like an hour later. So
Columbus
Jonathan Quick, Blue Jackets legend.
And 2-time Stanley Cup champion.
3-time Stanley Cup champion.
Oh, yeah, twice. Yep.
Yeah, he won with Vegas last year. So.
He did. So 3 times. You're right. Yeah. Damn, he was the backup, huh? It's fun. All
right,
yeah, NFL draft. This Thursday, first round. We'll be covering it. I'll have some stuff up on my nightrants.com. And next Monday, we'll discuss on who sucked and why. I guess. We'll see. Speaking of who sucked and why, Heavy T mentioned a little while ago, but Wilson! By the way, I hope he gets number 3 just to save the Broncos some money so they don't have to burn all those jerseys that are in their team shop right now.
And they already say Wilson on them. Yeah, they're like, oh, well, no, actually, hold on. They have to burn them anyway because they are the old Broncos jersey.
Oh, because more on that later. Because
we will get to that.
We haven't done this in a while, and there's been a lot of updates to jerseys, and we like to review them every time we do it. So yeah, we got 4 of those coming up later. So until then, Zach Wilson was finally shipped away from the Jets to the Broncos, who now has a quarterback room of Zach Wilson, some guy named DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci. Put some respect on the XFL legend.
He's a legend. Okay. And
XFL legend.
Jared Stidham, Raiders legend.
There you go. Patriot.
Patriot legend.
There you go.
That's the quarterback room for the Broncos. And knowing them, I think they're tanking this year, by the way. But interesting stat about Zach Wilson here. For any quarterback in the league since he's been drafted, minimum of 20 starts. He is ranked last, and I mean last, the worst in yards per attempt, success rate, EPA, accuracy, first down rate, touchdown rate, explosive pass rate, passer rating, total QBR, completion percentage, and touchdown to interception ratio. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 categories in the NFL by playing quarterback, and he's ranked last, the worst. What are we doing?
So I actually.
Why did the Broncos trade for him?
I want to look up one thing specifically. I just want to double check something. Now, why did the Broncos trade for him?
Because they had only Jared Stidham and Ben DiNucci in the quarterback room.
But here's the thing: is that if anybody can kind of turn it around, it might be Sean Payton. Sean Payton.
He's the most overrated coach in the NFL.
He's
so overrated. They traded for him. They gave up all their draft capital for him. He did nothing with Russell Wilson. He won Super Bowl. He had Drew Brees and a good team and an onside kick and a movie with Kevin James. That's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And he's the best coach. He's overrated, man. Come on.
I won't say he's overrated.
Overrated.
I'd have to really think about a coach. I won't say he's overrated. I have to really think about a coach who could qualify as overrated. Actually,
John Payton,
no, you know what? I'm going to throw this out there. Might be a hot take. You want to talk about a coach that's overrated? Mike Ditka's kind of overrated. Okay. Got to be honest with you.
God, you just hate on the Bears, man.
No. Well, here's the thing. Buddy Ryan was the orchestrator of that defense. Soon as he left, Bears never made another Super Bowl. Mike Ditka also traded an entire draft for Ricky Williams. Why was he in the draft room? He's not the GM.
I remember that.
Yeah, okay. Dude. Like
he was overrated.
He's kind of overrated, dude.
He just has that legendary look. Like if you're like going to dress like Sean Payton for Halloween, what are you gonna do?
Dude, his
drink a lot of beer, get a gut, and
his charisma,
beat Kevin James.
The aura he had, like I love Mike Ditka as a person, as a character.
Some of the
as
best
a coach,
press conferences ever, too.
As a coach, mega overrated, dude. He's kind of overrated.
Would you rather have Mike Ditka as a coach or Sean Payton? This show's good, man.
I'll come back to you on that one. That's a tough one.
Okay, because after this, we're going to golf and baseball. So,
yeah. So, okay, real quick, going back to the Wilson thing. So, did he ever really have a chance to succeed? Like, let's be honest here.
I mean, do any of them?
I mean, the Jets. First off, the offensive line is always garbage. So that's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, he had 2 different offensive coordinators for his 3 years in New York. And let me tell you something. One of them they should have kept, and that guy's name ends with LaFleur. The other one they should not have kept because that guy's name ends with Hackett.
I just named 12 stats where he's the worst at a minimum of 20 starts.
Yeah, well, I'd be the worst too if I'm always running for my life.
But there's other quarterbacks that have had, even Johnny Manziel wasn't the worst in all these categories. He had 20 starts, and maybe he didn't. I don't think he did, actually.
I don't think he did have 20.
Mitch Trubisky's better stats than this.
Mitch Trubisky at least had some help. Like that 1 year the Bears went to the playoffs, their defense was really good and their O-line was pretty solid. He had some help.
Zach Wilson's just not good. That's just the way it is.
I think he's okay. Look,
Do not say he's even okay.
No, I'm gonna say he's okay. I'm not saying he's Steve Young, the greatest BYU quarterback who ever lived. I'm not gonna say he's that, but I think he's okay. Okay. But the real question is,
he's okay, okay?
The real question is, does he join the Mile High Club?
Hey, more on that later when we talk about the Mile High collection. By the way, they don't have cougars in Colorado, Zach Wilson. They have mountain lions. You want to talk some golf? We don't talk a lot of golf on this show.
We don't.
It'll be quick. Scotty Too Hottie. This dude's ripping up PGA right now. You know what he's doing, Heavy T? Scotty Scheffler. Here's his last 5 events. Arnold Palmer, first. The Players, first. Texas Children, second. I guess he doesn't like children as much. The Masters, obviously, first. And this last weekend, the Heritage RBC, first. He's won $16 million in 44 days. His caddy has made more in the last 45 days than 75% of the guys on the tour. Dominating golf right now.
I thought you were going to say 75% of America. I was going to be like, holy hell.
Probably also that, too.
Yeah, probably that, too.
Dominating golf right now.
He's absolutely just ripping it, dude. He's so good. I mean, I think it's fair to say he's on a legendary run. I honestly think he can call it that.
Yeah. No, this is great. He's going to keep on going, but he's getting people to want to watch golf like Tiger Woods days because they want to see. Is he going to do it again? He's going to do it again? And he seems like a good guy. So
No, he's generally good. Like, I've seen his press conferences. He's a really nice dude. I did watch the Masters.
I did. I watched the last day only.
I watched 3 of the 4 days. I think I saw the last 3. But I did watch it, and I did end up putting $20 on Max Homa because I thought he would he'd probably pull it out. And to be fair, the last day on the front 9, there was a moment where there was a 4-way tie with all those dudes under 6, and then Scotty just ripped it off. I mean, the other guys obviously made a couple mistakes, but Scotty's hitting putt after putt, birdie after birdie. This dude was unstoppable. Like, he is locked the hell in right now.
Yep. So I'm going to keep on watching a little bit, kind of following along here, seeing how he does. That's 5 straight, 4 first and a second, and 5 in a row in the PGA. You know how hard that is to do? It's literally a borderline impossible. This is one of the greatest runs we've ever seen. And no one's really talking about it because all this other sports are going on at the same time, too.
I mean, I'm even thinking about it. Has Tiger even done that?
I don't think so.
Like, I mean, 4 first-place finishes out of the last 5 tournaments?
I'm not going to spend the time to look it up. I think Jack Nicklaus may have done it once, twice.
Yeah, but that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
Unheard of. Literal video game numbers, literally.
Shout out to Scotty Scheffler for dominating PGA, which is a hard sport to dominate for sure. I got some baseball news for you, Heavy T. Wade Miley went on the IL today.
Oh, that's
some inflammation. Do you want to know why that's made the show? Because no one really cares about Wade Miley, right?
Is it because there's an epidemic in elbow injuries?
Oh no! Put your eyes on the screen right now.
Oh wait, no! I think I know what it is.
Put your eyes on the screen.
I'm looking
right now. Look at that. That is his picture. That is his picture.
So
it looks so sad.
The funny thing was, as soon as I realized where this was going, I did see this picture earlier. Someone had retweeted it, was like, damn, did they take his picture right after they told him?
Like, he looks like he's an AI person.
He looks incredibly sad. Like, oh my, this man looks like he's about to cry.
I could just laugh at this all day.
I feel so bad. This poor soul. Well, Wade, if it makes you feel any better, your time is close to ending. I can tell you that right now. I say that because I was playing MLB The Show earlier, and according to the game, Wade Miley retires at the end of the year. So he's almost at he's almost at the finish line.
Oh, tell Wade Miley real quick that he's going to retire.
Wade Miley, I'm sorry. Your elbow inflammation is going to force into retirement. I apologize. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't cry, Wade. I can barely handle it when my children cry at home. Please don't cry. That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Love Wade Miley.
All right. You ready to hear about your job opportunity?
Yeah, I'm actually intrigued what this is.
Okay. I got this for you right here. You ready for it?
If it isn't mascot of the Portland Pickles, I'm not interested.
Wiener connoisseur. Do you see
First off,
do you see the screen?
Oh no, I see the screen. I see it. This man went into the archives to find that picture.
I did.
Oh,
I don't worry. I'll feed you, my baby bird. I'll feed you.
Tab you to hell.
So check this out, okay? And this is courtesy this morning. Let me take this down now. This is courtesy this morning of the Drew Show that brought this to my attention here.
Okay.
Bet USA or Bet US is hiring a wiener connoisseur. Help find us the biggest wiener in all of Major League Baseball.
Okay, so Bet USA are leading the way for MLB odds this season.
All right, so let me get to it. So in this
okay,
role,
hold on. Go back up.
Okay.
I love that it says, as we all know, size does matter.
Yeah.
Dude. All right. Continue.
By the way, again, shout out to Elliot from the Drew Show who's probably watching for bringing this to my attention. And when I heard this morning, I was like, this is Heavy T's dream job. This is a real position.
Okay.
We are looking for someone who considers themselves a passionate hot dog connoisseur, has a strong opinion when it comes to grilled versus boiled dogs, is well versed in the world of wieners, and smiles at the idea of a literal sausage fest.
I'm going to be honest. If you boil your hot dogs, there's a special place in hell for you.
So in this role, all you have to do is when you go to each. But let me explain. You get paid $25,000 or $2,500 cash. You get a $500 gift card to the MLB shop and a year's subscription to MLB TV. But they also pay for you to travel to every stadium in MLB. So you get to go to every stadium. They give you tickets to every game, and you get a hot dog at every game. See, covering travel expenses and tickets to the game right here. And all you got to do is measure it in diameter, length, weight, price, and taste it. That's it. Every game. And you get $2,500, a $500 gift card, and a 1-year subscription to MLB TV. And you get to travel the country to every stadium. So my question to you, Heavy T, right here, right now.
I legitimately
sign you up.
I legitimately might sign myself up for this. I'm not even joking.
It's right up your alley. Like this is totally Heavy T.
Email me this link. I will have an application in by the end of the day.
Okay.
But I will say this.
All you gotta do is send your blog of you eating trying to eat 40 hot dogs
no, that would be updated every single day with very accurate description of what these wieners are.
Of the length, the diameter, the weight, and the price.
I will be honest. So I feel for this specific challenge, there is only one place you can start this challenge. And that would be Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas, because to my knowledge, they still sell the Boomstick hot dog, which, if I am correct, is still a 2-foot-long hot dog that I have been wanting to try.
This is so funny.
So
this is real too. This is crazy.
Yes. No. I mean, I legitimately send me this link. I think I'm actually
no, dude. I swear. I right when I saw this or heard this morning, I was like, dude, that is Heavy T. That is 100% up his alley.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign up for that. That's pretty cool. I doubt I get it, but we'll see. You never know.
I don't know, man. You have a whole blog about you eating hot dogs every inning and Houston. Like you already have dude. You're the most experienced person.
That was a very elite Twitter thread. Like that's not even a joke.
Yeah.
So and what I should do?
You're qualified. You have the qualifications.
What I
should
do is I should definitely send the link to that tweet in my email. Like, just check out this thread I did. Like,
you're already qualified. Your resume would be like, just check this out. I've already done this, dude. Come on.
Yeah, no, for real.
You gotta measure. You get the measuring tape out. You measure the diameter of the.
So my only slight issue with this is that I would need to save Toronto for last, and I say that because your boy does not have a passport. So we need to figure that out real quick
Well,
if this does happen.
I'm sure they'll take care of it. It says covering travel expenses and tickets to all games, so they have to.
Yeah, I need a passport to legally enter Canada. Like, I still need a legal documentation to get into the country. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Maybe we can.
What's going to happen is he's going to do all 29. He's going to get to Toronto, and they're not going to let him in. And this is going to be Heavy T's face.
Nah, you know, I'm gonna riot. We will have the fans outside the stadium chanting, "Let him in, let him in."
I'll bring sides.
Yeah. I'll see you in Toronto. I'll sign up. This will be fun. I'll sign up for this.
All right. That was Rant Lines. That was fun.
That was good.
And Heavy T is going to be the newest wiener connoisseur. But I will tell you that Elliot, who's been on the show, Elliot Cams, did sign up for this too. So you got a little competition here.
I could beat him. No problem.
Well, yeah, I think you're a little bit more qualified.
Thank you.
Because, as he would put it, you've eaten a few glizzies in your day.
They call me the Glizzy Goblin. Continue.
All right. You talk crap on the Chicago Bears. What I'm going to do here is we're going to play an oldie but a goodie here on Monday Night Rants. About 1 minute or so. When we come back, I'm going to ask you about Coachella. See how it was. See what your favorite part was. Talk a little AEW. We got Raw tonight too. And then we are going to review newest uniforms in the NFL and one for the Mets that I have a bone to pick with.
I'll tell you what, we'll throw the Phillies one in there as well because that one is not good.
Oh, I don't have a link for that. So if you could pull that up during this break and send it over to me.
Yeah, that one's not good, man.
All right. After this break, an oldie but a goodie here on the first pick in the NFL draft, the Chicago Bears, who has never had a good quarterback in the history of time. Will they hit this time? We don't know. But we know one thing, Heavy T, not a fan of Chicago Bears quarterbacks.
The Bears have to be one of the most inept franchises of any sport I've ever seen in my entire life. And they share the city with the White Sox, who are also inept. Like, that is how bad the Bears are. I just don't understand how you can go your entire existence and the quarterback that wins you a Super Bowl is Jim McMahon. You couldn't find anybody else.
They don't have a good history with quarterbacks, but they let him be the quarterback for a long time, too.
Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes right there. Mm-hmm. And you drafted Mitch Trubisky. They were right there. I there's a lot of pain in being a Falcons fan. The Bears are one of the teams I could argue they might have it worse, and they have a Super Bowl. And when the best quarterback in the past 50 years is Jay Cutler, you have a problem.
That's so funny that you just said that. We were talking about Jay Cutler the other day, me and my friend, and I was like, yeah, he was on, because we were watching the Colorado Rockies game against the Giants, and it looked like he was behind the thing. I was, yeah, well, he played for Denver most of his career. We looked it up. Chicago let him be their starting quarterback way too long.
Here's the thing, too, is that Jay Cutler wasn't bad. Like, he was erratic. He wasn't terrible, though.
The poor man's Brett Favre.
I'm taking him over Justin Fields. I'm sorry.
I would.
But Jay Cutler led that team to an NFC title game.
Yeah.
That they lost to Green Bay. But he's gotten farther than anybody else. You want to know who the other starting quarterback was for the Bears in the other Super Bowl appearance they made? It was Rex Grossman. What are we doing out here? It was Rex Grossman and Kyle Orton was the backup. How are you that bad? Bro, like, oh my God. Listen to the top 5. According to Football Reference, the top 5 greatest Bears quarterbacks of all time. Jay Cutler, number 1.
I can't believe it.
Sid Luckman, who last played in 1950, is number 2. Jim Harbaugh is number 3. Jim McMahon, the Super Bowl winner, is number 4, and he played there for 6 years. And Mitch Trubisky, is number 5 on the list as terms of passing yard go.
Yes, as the Chicago Bears go into the Caleb Williams era, I wanted to play that for everyone. A classic, but a goodie here on Monday Night Rants, Heavy T.
Just losers stay losing. We'll leave it at that.
By the way, if you want to learn why the Chicago Bears are a inept franchise, you could do so on MondayNightRants.com. With also your newest one, the New York Jets. We're going to be talking about their uniforms a little bit later, which is kind of boring, but it is what it is. But if you go to MondayNightRants.com, you get, what are you about, 6, 7 in now?
6, I think. Working on a 7th. So it is draft time. The inept franchise, the Las Vegas Raiders, will be coming out this week.
Oh, I cannot wait for that one. I think we should just do a whole show on that. A whole show.
Yeah,
on
we
that.
could.
We could. I love the Raiders. Everyone knows that. But go to MondayNightRants.com to see his entire inept franchise series. If you want them all, you go a little menu up top and click on What Say Ye, Heavy T, and you get them all in one spot. Or if you click on NFL, they're all there as well. And the latest ones, of course, will be on the homepage. If you watch it right now on MondayNightRants.com, because the show is streaming on MondayNightRants.com as we speak, and you want to chat and join the conversation, you can't do it from the website. I'm sorry. Click that little YouTube thing right there, and you can chat along with us as well. All right. How many times did you have to shower today?
I only showered once.
I've been to Coachella. I know.
Yeah. So we didn't camp. So a buddy of mine who I used to do radio with here in LA, him and his wife bought a house a mile from the fairground. So we're able to basically.
He bought a house
a mile from
the fairground.
Yeah. Wow. So we're basically able just to Uber out real quick.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Have an actual bed, an actual working shower, have actual like food, and not just eat out fast food every day. So
did you do all 3 days?
Oh yeah. This is my second year in a row doing all 3 days.
Second year in a row. Okay, I have a couple questions.
Yes.
We were talking on Friday. I said check out the Deftones because I've seen them live and they're incredible.
They were good. They were really good. Yeah.
They didn't bring out Maynard, which I'm pissed off about. Yeah. One of the best songs ever in the world, Passenger. Give it a Goog, people. Give it a Apple Music listen. But when this show is over, don't do it right now. Did you check out Sublime with his son?
Did cool? Check out Sublime. That was a really good set. Well, I think that was on Saturday, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
We got there just as they had started. So we went over, saw the whole set. That was really fun.
He sounds pretty similar to him, but he has a little bit like of a metal gruntness to his voice.
A little bit, yeah. The funny thing was too is like, so I was recapping the whole trip with my mom earlier, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know who Sublime is," and I was like, "You listen to that?" And she's like, "I used to." I was like, yeah, finding out more about my parents every day.
What if your mom was like, "Yeah, I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints."
That would be insane because my mom has never smoked a day in her life. So if she started singing that, I'd be like,
"I smoke 2 joints when I watch Monday Night Rants. It makes me feel all right." Woo! There you go. And then did you see No Doubt?
Yeah, so stayed for the whole set of No Doubt. Played all the hits. That was great. That's like my type of music too. Is just like that alternative, like punk rock style.
Yeah,
like that's my main type of music. So No Doubt fit that perfectly. That was really fun. So the craziest thing that happened all weekend. So we went to go see. This was yesterday. We went to go see Kid Cudi. So he had a surprise set, and you guys might know him for a couple songs: "Pursuit of Happiness," "Day and Night."
Kid Cudi, man, come on.
Yeah, and he has one other song that I'm drawing a massive blank on right now, but yeah. So he has a couple songs, and we're like, okay, I was, huge into this dude when I was in high school. Like, let's go. So we go, and the sets are an hour long. Okay, about an hour, and we're way in the back. Like, we can't really see the stage at all, but we can see the screen.
Yeah.
Right. So he plays "Pursuit of Happiness," which is probably his biggest hit. And he's about 20-25 minutes into the set. And then after the song ends, the whole thing just abruptly ends. and we're just kind of looking around like, what's going on? And you see all these people come out on stage, and they're picking up pieces of the set and they're taking it back, and you're like, why is the show over? Someone walks by us. Oh, Cuddy broke his leg.
I saw the video. He
Yeah.
fell like in the like area between him, like his like ankle like snapped.
Yeah. So apparently, what happened is that he was just trying, and he wasn't even trying to do like a punk rock type jump. You know, when you're just being wild and you just jump off the stage. No, he was trying to like get down from the stage to the floor, which is probably a 7-foot drop.
Yeah, it's a pretty big drop. Yeah,
it's a pretty noticeable drop. And this dude, I saw his Twitter. He ended up breaking his foot.
Yeah, it was like his like right by his ankle, like in that area. Yeah,
Yeah. If you see the video, it's a little like.
Give it a goog, but after the show, people.
But no, that was kind of crazy. It's like, oh, I've never seen an artist hurt themselves in the middle of a performance. So that was
didn't Dave Grohl for Foo Fighters like literally like break his leg and then came out in a wheelchair and had to do like 3 wheelchair shows after that too?
I think he did something like that, but
ago,
obviously, like I wasn't there for that, you know, like
yeah. But you saw this one live. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that happened. Okay, cool. Yeah. So hey, rest up, dude. He said, someone said like, oh, are you going to be able to do Lollapalooza this year? He's like, at this point, I'm more concerned about getting back on my tour. I'm like, oh, that's
that's
so. Yeah, so there was that. You know what? I think honestly, my favorite performance.
Yeah, I was
for the whole weekend.
Perfect, man.
Peso.
Take You Back Sunday.
Nah, dude. Peso Pluma was really good.
Really?
I was really surprised at how well that show was. He's a great performer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand a thing he's saying.
I was gonna say, do you speak that language? I don't know.
No. I can speak a very small amount of Spanish.
Yeah.
But no, he was really good, and I know what his music is about. It's like all that narco type music, but it's good. Yeah. It's a hell of a performer too. Nice. Like he was really good, and just like that type of music, like on the big stage, you got the whole band getting really into it.
Yeah, and the whole crowd is feeling it too.
Oh, the whole crowd was way into it. Really, really fun.
Yeah, well, looks like you had a lot of fun. When I went to Coachella, the last time I went,
got high on 422. That happened.
Well, yeah, that happens. I was gonna ask about what kind of drugs you did, but
okay, if I'm being honest, technically I only took 1 or 2 gummies the entire weekend. Oh, but what really hit me is
there were 10 milligrams a piece. You took them all 3 of them together, or what?
No, I think they were 3. But what really hit me
that's small.
Was we were drinking those Pabst Blue Ribbons THC infused drinks.
Oh, they had those there?
No, my buddy had stocked his fridge.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you were telling me about the stock fridge. Did you drink the gin and juice?
No, we didn't have it. So we will be testing that on the show at some point.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was drinking a couple of those, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention that they were 10 THC each. Like,
no,
they were pretty strong. So about
how many of those did you have?
I had 1.5. So I was on my ass for a good couple hours. So now, thank God, when I drank it, we were still at the house. I just took like a 2-hour nap and then came back like, all right, I think I'm okay. No, I was pretty high. That was fun. And then walked right into Sublime right after, so it kind of worked out.
We live in California, people. It's legal. We could do that.
Legal. Yeah.
Don't give us a hard time if you live in some weird state that doesn't allow it.
Low key, I would trade the legalization of weed for the legalization of sports betting. Just throwing that out there.
I would too.
Okay, cool.
I would too. Or just legalize them both and make it federal.
Yeah, just be fun.
The entire United States, as it should
just be a fun country. Don't be a bunch of squares.
Yeah, come on. There's so many fun countries out there that like let's just be like them.
Yeah,
like the Netherlands. Everyone loves the Netherlands. Everything's legal. They're
Less
never
violence,
in trouble.
more
They're never in war. They're fine. Everyone's happy in the Netherlands. Let's be like the Netherlands. I do kind of disagree with the prostitution thing because I have a daughter, but just take that part away of it. Everything else, legal.
Love that.
When I went to Coachella, the main acts were Jay-Z the first night, Muse the second night.
I have seen them live. They're really good.
And the third night was the Gorillaz. And the first time they ever played with their faces and not with the
animated characters.
Yeah. But the cool thing about that is it kind of full circle is Blur was at this Coachella this year, and the lead singer of Blur is the lead singer of the Gorillaz.
Oh, I actually did not know that.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
he was there 2 years in a row because the Gorillas were there last year.
They were there last year too.
Yeah, and we saw that, and they also put on.
They're awesome live, but Blur live is kind of like all we want to hear is a woohoo.
Yeah. We heard that. Not gonna lie, Blur live was like
they suck. Yeah,
right.
I'm sorry, Blur stands out there who watch the show, but the only song you want to hear from Blur is song number 2. Where you go, woohoo, that's it.
No, like at least when he was with the Gorillaz, like when they came out and they did Feel Good, like they actually brought out Mos Def.
Yeah, when I saw them, they brought out De La Soul. They brought out everyone. It was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
All right, enough boring people about Coachella. If you have never gone to Coachella, just give it a go. Just give it a go one time. It's a lot of fun.
I will say this: definitely go when there's a better lineup. Now, don't get me wrong. Going this year was fun. Lineup was kind of weak. Not gonna lie,
this year, yeah.
It was pretty bad. So we were actually talking about it, and we were thinking like they're gonna have to, because I guess someone from one of the San Francisco papers put out a pretty decent article asking basically, is Coachella dead?
Yeah, but he was probably being mugged at the same time.
Possible.
He's from San Francisco.
Possible. But we were talking about who would headline potentially for next year, and I have 3 picks and a wild card.
Are we doing picks? Are we doing picks for Coachella?
So I'll just say what mine are.
Okay.
The wild card I think is ASAP Rocky.
Okay.
So that would be interesting because he could potentially bring out Rihanna since they're married.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. And the kid.
But the 3 picks I have, Olivia Rodrigo is one. She's huge right now. People really like her.
Is she old enough to Drake yet?
Yeah, she's in her early 20s, I believe.
Okay.
So that would be one. Dua Lipa would be number 2. People would love to see Dua
Didn't
Lipa.
she just play this last one or no?
She did not. No.
I'm thinking of Lana Del Rey.
Oh, I'm going to be honest. Lana Del Rey sucked.
Yeah.
So, and that was the other thing, which I will get to in a second. But the third one for next year, NSYNC. They're supposed to be reunited.
Dude,
that would get people to go.
You know what would really get people to go? NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
I have seen the Backstreet Boys in person. They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
They're really fun. And that would be something like, oh, we're going to bring out a special guest. It's Backstreet Boys.
Imagine doing edibles at our age now from when we were kids, doing edibles and listening to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys songs at Coachella.
Crazy.
That would be the craziest turnaround from TRL when I was a kid every day after school to this.
Crazy.
To headlining Coachella, dude.
What I will say is,
oh my god,
as far as Lana Del Rey goes, so number one, her music's too slow for her to be a headliner, and she's boring.
You did say not good, wrong.
Yeah, that show kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But she knew exactly what she was doing, and there's another reason that people were pissed off at her. So, as you know, Taylor Swift just released a huge album, 2 sides pretty much. And everybody's like, oh, her and Lana are really cool. Is Lana going to bring her out? Like people were kind of hyping themselves up for it. And Lana knew what she was doing because this woman in the middle of her set says, oh, I'm going to bring out a special guest. And you hear the crowd starts to like roar, like they're like, oh shit, it's coming. Like it's happening. This woman brought out Camila Cabello. I was pissed.
She's pretty big, I guess. I don't know.
No, not big. Not big enough for that. Not big enough to be teased like that, dude. No way.
Isn't Taylor Swift like overseas right now?
I mean, we didn't know. I mean, because people, there's all these rumors about where these artists are, and then people show up.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Oh, when I saw Jay-Z, Beyonce did come out. That was cool.
Yeah. There was I think DJ Snake did a set yesterday, and he brought out 50 Cent for like 4 songs.
Hell yeah.
So here's another one. Another performer that I completely forgot about. Like I said, Peso Pluma was really good. Peso Pluma was really good. I did see, and he was also kind of a last second addition. I did see Fat Joe. That was pretty sick, dude.
Hell yeah.
This dude started playing Lean Back, and we're like, hell yeah.
Let's go.
So that was really fun. So I did get to see that. Yeah, but no, they're going to have to bump up the lineup next year. The lineup this year was pretty bad.
But I mean, it's
So,
also the experience when you're there too. It is getting pricey,
I mean,
but
it is the experience, but I think they said that
and
the
they live
second,
stream everything for free. I can watch all like I watched the end of the
I
Deftones
mean, yeah,
performance
but
on my phone.
the experience is more fun.
Of
But
course, yeah.
I think they did say that there were under 50% of the tickets sold for weekend 2. Which,
Oh,
like, dude, you got to get better people if you want those things to sell.
yeah. So it was pretty open then for you then weekend 2.
Yeah, so that was the cool thing. It was really wide open.
Yeah.
The lines weren't too crazy, but people were saying, like, do not be surprised. And she could. I don't know if she'd do it, but do not be surprised if Coachella at least hits up Taylor Swift and is like, here's a blank check. How much do you want?
God, it would sell out immediately.
Oh,
Both weekends.
100%. She could be
But
day
it would
3.
it would be a whole different crowd. That's the problem.
I
It would
I
be a
know.
whole different crowd of people they probably don't want there, that you probably wouldn't want there.
Okay, you know what? Actually, speaking of that, there was a large amount of kids there, which I was not really, like, cool with. I think that's maybe just me. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you how to parent your kid. If you want to bring your kid to the festival, that's fine. I don't like it, but that's fine. What I do have is one problem. There was this chick during Sublime who was dancing with her kid. Her kid must have been like 3. I do not care if you're doing that.
Was it to
But
Badfish?
put some headphones on your kid. They are too young for the music to be that loud. Put some ear protection on.
Was she pointing at the kid going, maybe you're a bad fish too? Was that going on?
Maybe, I don't know. I was not paying attention, but yeah. No, a lot of kids and a really good amount of strollers this year, which is, if that continues, that's going to get real annoying real quick.
Yeah, strollers are annoying. Screw that.
Yeah, and then you're bringing strollers into a festival that normally has over 100,000 people.
Now,
Get the hell
30%
outta here
of the
with that.
people are on drugs and drunk too at the same time.
Yeah,
No.
get out of here with that, dude. Like, nobody wants strollers. Get out of here.
Nobody. Well, what say ye, Every T? That was awesome. Little entertainment news from Coachella live on the scene.
Boots on the ground.
Oh, by the way, Thomas Stevens will be back next week. He is currently getting ready to cry as the Lakers lose the second game tonight. We should probably get into jersey reviews. I did want to talk a little AEW. I know that you didn't see it, so
I didn't see it, but I do know 2 things that really happened.
Yeah.
Number 1, apparently Will Ospreay, Daniel Bryan was amazing.
It was incredible.
Okay, so I'm going to go back and rewatch.
By the way, Will Ospreay, the WWE should be giving him a blank check to come join.
They tried.
Really?
They tried.
And he said no. He is so talented and
Yeah.
so good.
He ended up choosing AEW. Yeah.
He's going to be their superstar forever. Like, he is so young, so talented. It's incredible. Like, all you want to do is watch him get up on the top rope and see how many flips is he going to do when he smacks this guy in the face. It is insane what he could do. He's very talented. And I like the fact that he has his Assassin's Creed tattoo on his bicep. It's one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. That was a great fight. They pulled the injury card on Bryan Danielson because they had to make him lose, obviously, but they pulled the injury thing kind of,
to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that injury was legitimate.
It looked like Will Ospreay was a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Bryan Danielson, but that dude has had a plethora of injury history.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if it's real.
But ultimately, I thought that was good. The ladder match was incredible. Okay. That was really fun to watch.
That was the one where Jack Perry came back. I saw that.
Yep, the Young Bucks and FTR. The Young Bucks won, but the way that they did it and everything was a lot of fun. They had 4 ladders. They were using them in all different ways. It was a lot of fun. But the main event kind of, even though I was rooting for Swerve Strickland and he won, I was never a big fan of Samoa Joe. He's kind of boring.
But, no. I love Samoa Joe, dude.
He lost.
I love Samoa Joe. I know he lost. Don't get me wrong. I'm fine with him losing. Swerve absolutely deserves it.
I love Swerve, man. Whose house?
I didn't see it, but I felt from the time where I saw tweets that like, oh, the main event is starting, the time when it ended, I felt like it was short.
It was short. What they should have done is that one, and then did the ladder match, and then did the Ospreay Danielson match. I think if they restructured the matches, I think it would have been a lot better because that Ospreay Danielson brought everybody to their feet. It was so exciting, and then it kind of the match after that kind of fell down a little bit, and then you had the ladder match, which brought everyone back up, and then the final one was Samoa Joe kind of brought it down a little bit more. I just think they could have
it's kind of tricky
how they did everything.
It's kind of tricky because as a wrestling company, you obviously want like your title fight to be the last, like you want it to be the main event.
They were all title fights, but that was for
I will
the
say
biggest title. I get it, but
there are certain exceptions where if you look back in hindsight, like, yeah, that should have been, flipped. Something like that. Like that should have been on this card. That should have been that card.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So like ultimately it was fine for a pay-per-view. It's only $50 and it's not bad, but it was fun. It was fun. We got Raw tonight too. We got a Royal Rumble with all women. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to that later. Yeah.
Oh no,
tonight on
it's
Raw.
I think it's like a battle royal or something.
Battle Royale,
yeah, but it is for the women's title.
There's like 8 women all fighting.
Okay, hold on. Let's clarify. They are definitely not the same thing. Like let's
I'm new to this, Heavy T. I just know there's 8 women fighting each other for a title.
Okay, yeah. No, battle royal sounds a lot more like we said Royal Rumble. I was like, hold up, I definitely missed something. So I mean, there's a couple things going on Raw right now that I'm really interested in. Number one, with the way Raw ended last week and Chad Gable going full heel.
Dude, what was it cut off way too soon though.
I mean, to be fair, they're on USA. They have a time limit, I get that. But everybody's saying like, yo, this is gonna be like Kurt Angle, sorry, in the mid 2000s when he was known as Perk Angle because this dude was popping painkillers like nobody's business. And apparently, from what I'm seeing, it's off to a good start. Also, from what I'm seeing, Drew is off to being a hater again. So if you saw it last week, Sheamus came back for the first time in like 7 months.
Yeah, gained 80 pounds.
Yeah, no, he looks chunky.
So somehow the Knicks just came back and won. Now they're up 2-0.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, no, Raw looks good, man. So I'm gonna watch it later tonight.
Yeah, we'll be watching. We'll be texting. Check
it out. Yeah,
doing it. By the way, shout out. I was at oh shoot, I forgot to mention. If you're in the Fresno area, the Paso Robles area, San Luis Obispo area, go to Barrel House Brewery, barrelhousebrewery.com. Some of the best beer you can have. And I was over there the other day, and a buddy of mine said, hey, I love the show. I love that you're bringing wrestling in because no one talks about it. And I was like, yeah, man, I just got into it. My producer / co-host, Heavy T on Air, shout out to you, got me into it. And, he loves it. So I know he's probably watching right now. So shout out to you as well, my friend. And here we are. All right, man. You ready to talk mad shit on some jerseys, on some uniforms?
Yeah. And by the way, if you look in the private chat, I did send you the link for a great tweet in response to the Phillies jerseys.
Yes, I see that. We'll get to those. We're going to do football first. I think something just fell behind me or something. That was a pretty loud noise. Lakers and Nuggets starting right now. Let me share my screen so we can talk about these. Let's go with the Jets first.
Because I have some thoughts on these.
Many changes. It's kind of
no, there's definitely a big change.
All right.
Yeah. Let me see what you got.
All right. If you're new to my Night Rants tonight, Heavy T and I, when new uniforms and new logos and new stuff comes out, we like to review them. We did our Clippers one. We did the Baltimore City Connects. We've done multiple. But tonight, because we haven't done it in a while, because he's been at the FanDuel Studios. Shout out to FanDuel, by the way, our betting platform of record. We're behind. So we're going to go ahead and go and give you 4 as quick as we can, and go. So here's the Jets. So obviously they have a new typeface here and a new Jets logo. They've kind of cleaned this up. It still looks like it's kind of weird, but this is the new Jets logo and the new helmets and everything. Where do you want me to start here? What do you want to rant on first?
I don't want to rant on these at all. I absolutely love these jerseys. I think these are great jerseys. So
a little bit higher jet shape here. They kind of redid the logo a little bit.
When I was a kid, this was the Jets logo when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the way that
that helmet comes clean
in,
right
like
there.
with the tail.
Yeah.
I love the white face mask. The green is a perfect shade. It's a very simple jersey style. I love the stripes on the shoulder. This jersey the Jets should never change this jersey. I love this jersey so much. This is a great look. Massive step. Even the black actually looks really decent. Not a big fan of every team having like a black alternate uniform, but this one is actually pretty good. I'm a huge fan of the Jets New Jerseys. I love these.
Yeah. I just say that it's like a simple change, but they're just more modern and just a little bit better.
I think this was a much needed change because first off, I hated the way, and I know this is kind of like their old school jersey, but I hate the way that Jets is spelled out and then just has like that little football underneath, like on the helmet.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that. I hated the way their New Jersey. All these teams, Cleveland did it, Atlanta did it, and the Jets did it, and I hate it. Is they came out with the jerseys and it says like New York, like right across. That's some high school crap, dude. Like, stop doing that.
Like this.
I hated that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, here's the new typeface. This is kind of weird. This one right here. I don't know about this one, but
yeah.
But the rest, pretty clean, pretty modern. It's kind of modernizing their look a little bit.
I think these are gorgeous, dude. I mean, sometimes simple is the best. Really.
What's our rating scale that we do on these? We should give them like a rating scale.
I think you could do 1 out of 10.
But like what? 1 out of 10 what though? 1 out of 10 heavy T pumps, fist pumps. What 1 out of 10 glizzies? Should we give it a glizzy way rating?
Ooh, 1 out of 10. If we're going on the glizzy, I'd say these are solid 8.5.
8.5 on the glizzy scale. There you go.
These are gorgeous. These beautiful jerseys. Absolutely love them.
Okay. All right. That was the Jets. I kind of agree. They were like a simple one. Now we're going to a little bit more done up here, where 2 of them look similar, but one, they have a whole new one that's called the Motor City Muscle uniforms here. The Detroit Lions. Obviously, the classics kind of still look the same, right? They didn't change the lion at all on the helmet. I kind of like how the away has Detroit, how their home is blue, just solid, kind of similar. But I must say, and a lot of people have been saying they look kind of like UFL-ish or like Arena Football League. But these black uniforms are pretty cool, man.
I actually really like the black uniform.
With the blue helmet instead of the silver. I think those are clean. I actually love this. I
love the return to the very blocky numbers. Like this.
Yeah.
So, I love that Motor City edition.
Motor City Muscle, baby. Love it.
Yeah. So if again going back to like the 90s when I was a kid, obviously not the alternate black one, but those were the jerseys that the Lions wore, like those blocky numbers, just like that. These again, perfect. I like the Jets ones a little bit more. I would give these a solid 8.
And then their classic is this no lion, all silver helmet.
I think that's a great classic. I think the way they play that for Thanksgiving every year, I think it's a great one.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So
well done. Love it. Look
solid.
At that helmet that is not UFL. That is alternative helmet is amazing. That is so cool looking.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I love it. So, all right. So how many glizzies have you?
I'll give it eight glizzies. I'll give the Jets a slight edge.
8 glizzies.
I'll give it 8 glizzies.
8 glizzies.
Yeah.
All right. I have a feeling this one's going to have a lot less glizzies because I think we're on the same page here with this one. I can't wait to share this with our fellow ranters out there because this is garbage. This came out today. The Mile High collection, which by the way is not a name you want. As we talked about earlier.
I'm gonna say it straight up. These are ass. These are horrid. These
ass, man.
Are bad.
And even they redid, and we'll get to that after this. They redid their old school jerseys, and they look straight up like Florida Gators. But more on that in a little bit.
Okay, I haven't seen the old school one, so yeah. But I did not know.
These are. You want to talk about arena football, UFL? Here we are, man. This is
okay. First off, you are not doing either of these 2 linemen any favors. Like, don't get me wrong. I think jerseys should look sleek, and I know bigger dudes are going to be big. These dudes look massively overweight. Like,
look at that belly sticking out.
Dude, what? They did not do these linemen any favors at all with these jerseys. Like that blue is not slimming at all.
No, just look at
That orange. First off, whoever number 77 is, your helmet is on way too tight. Okay, like fix that. That is no. These jerseys are bad. I do not like them.
They're pretty bad. The white helmets are kind of cool, I guess.
The white, I will say that the white helmet is a very good look.
Yeah, and I like how they have the 5280 because that's the
what is that triangle pattern stripe?
That's stupid. Yeah.
What is that, dude? Like,
yeah, this is
what
terrible.
was wrong with the ones that they had?
This is terrible.
The ones that they had, like the ones that
Who's 49? They got like the long snapper in there to be the.
Oh, I don't know. The ones that they had when they were like when John Elway won the 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, with the D, with the hell yeah, those are the
no. So that's the first one, the Orange Crush ones, which also timeless classic.
This is so dumb. This little lightning bolt looking thing right here.
Yeah,
like,
these are horrid.
Bad. And like, here's how bad the roster is for Denver. Is who are these people? You have Cortland Sutton, and that's it, and Patrick Surtain.
I don't like how the numbers look either. Like these are just
they're too big, right? They're like too big and like obnoxious.
But I'm assuming that's like what is going on with the number? Like, why are there holes in the numbers? Or is that the little?
Why are there triangles? What is?
Yeah, this is hideous.
This is so bad.
This is an ugly jersey.
This looks like a high school jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
This is oh my god.
Okay, so now I'm gonna show you these throwbacks, which is literally, I have to switch my screens here, which just looks straight up like Florida Gators. So I don't know why they didn't do it all on the same page. I have no idea. Yeah. But here you go. Here's the Florida Gators.
Come
on, man. It's the Florida Gators.
You know, for the most part, I'm actually fine with these, with one exception. I don't really like the two-tone stripes on the shoulder.
Yeah.
But if you were going to pick a jersey to be your permanent jersey, it should have been this. These
this is better.
Classics.
Those other ones are straight trash.
That helmet logo is
the helmet logo is a classic, but like the way that they made this photo shoot, they didn't even show the helmet. It just looks like I'm looking at a Florida Gators homepage. Like
whoever did this really.
Yeah, you might as well put Tebow here. Like, which is funny because he also played for the Broncos.
No, that's true. Very good point. Very good point.
See that this helmet though, like when you see the side and everything, very clean.
You know what the funny thing about that is? So like you obviously have the Bronco coming through the D for Denver.
Yes.
So with the helmet design, you have like that little thing of smoke that's coming from the Bronco's nose. For the longest time, and this is obviously me when I was a kid, for the longest time, I thought that was somebody's fist trying to punch the Bronco. I did not realize it was just like smoke coming out of its nostril. And I was like, oh, wait, no, it's just breathing. So like, never mind.
Okay.
But no, those are pretty bad. On the scale.
Do you want to, before we cringe even more, did you watch the video?
No, and I do not care because it's the Broncos.
Oh, no.
I could not give.
You have to watch this video.
Oh, God. All right, let's see.
We are going to do it because it is so cringy, and I'll tell you why. I'll try. I'll have to fast forward through 1 minute and 30 seconds of it till they actually get to the jersey reveal because that's how terrible it is.
All right. Jeez.
Yeah. Let me share my screen again. But yeah, no, this made me absolutely want to run into a wall or run over a cliff here. Hold on, showing an ad. Let me get the ad out.
Limit on FanDuel. I can also set up wager limits.
Hey.
So what's your system?
If anyone can hear this or not.
Make FanDuel's responsible gaming tools a key part
of
your system.
Heavy T?
I can hear it, yeah.
Okay. Watch this. Oh, let's see, I've already fast forward. Oh, we can talk over the topic, so we can talk shit as we're watching.
Okay, so...
Yeah. Tell me how cringy this is. And tell me if this is a commercial for the Denver Broncos and the uniform, or if this is a commercial for some other entirely different company. You ready? Okay, cool. Eagles, Denver, Rocky Mountain, uniforms, cool. A Bronco, obviously. Here's where it gets crazy.
Why would a Ford Bronco?
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Which has nothing to do with the Denver Broncos, by the way. At all. Another Ford Bronco. You're going to see a trend here, Heavy T. You're going to hate it. Like I did. Another Ford Bronco. Cowboy. Is this a commercial for Ford Broncos? What are we doing? They don't even have anything to do with each other. What are we doing, Heavy T? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now we've already seen them.
So you have that commercial, and it leads up to that. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. I get what they're going for. You want to show that they like, oh, these are Bronco tough. Like, I get that. You don't have to recreate
show the damn car once.
You don't have to recreate the OJ chase scene while I'm watching this. But the other thing too is, and I understand those little triangles.
Actually, they probably should. They'd probably get more views.
I understand those little triangles probably represent the Rocky Mountains, and okay, I get it. They're still ugly. I do not like those. Jerseys are hideous. Like those are bad. Those are really bad.
And that commercial is really bad too. It's literally a Ford Bronco commercial.
Including the commercial, I give the whole release a 4.5.
4.5 glizzies?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I give it 4 glizzies.
Yeah, I'll give it 4.5. I was being generous.
4 glizzies. This one's a leak. I want your thoughts on this.
I think I know which one this is. Yeah. So
we'll get to that later, but here's the actual video of the new helmets for the new Texans helmets. I don't know what this is, man. I'll be honest with you.
No,
disgusting.
The H-Town thing is a very big deal.
I know, but the way it looks though is this kind of weird. Like that doesn't look like an NFL team to me at all.
So you kind of have to. So don't get me wrong. I kind of get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's why you're here. You're the Houston. You're the Texan.
That style of lettering is very prominent in the Houston area, specifically with Houston hip hop, and that's kind of what they're going for with this helmet. Personally, I really like it. That's just me. I think it's different. It brings back the original Oiler colors. I like it. I actually do like it.
It does do that. Okay.
For an alternative helmet.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And then so that was a leak, and then Houston came out and posted this.
Yeah.
Which pretty much made it official that is the actual logo. Obviously, look at that. Hey, Heavy T, I could totally see you wearing this chain on this dog, though.
By the way, do you have any idea who that is in the picture?
It's some. No, I don't.
That is Texans owner Cal McNair.
Is it the owner?
Yeah, that's the owner. That's Cal McNair.
Oh yeah, this guy's. Look at this smoker. Look at this smoker he has over here.
I'll be real with you. Cal McNair's dumb as a box of rocks, but that dude can get down for a picture.
Dude, yeah. Look at this smoker he has over here. He got that Texas cell. He got this beautiful dog with a freaking chain that Nelly would love to wear.
Hell yeah. I would wear that. Are you kidding me?
I could totally see you wearing that too.
I think
he's rocking that logo. So
that logo, I guarantee you, doesn't matter where you or what it represents. That hat with that logo is going to be a very quick selling hat, guarantee you.
Oh yeah, in the
yeah, you're gonna see a ton of hip hop dudes just start wearing that hat.
Oh, 100%.
Great logo. I love it.
So
and when you think about it, it's really smart too, because you have your normal logo, which is okay, as you can see up there. Like, it's okay. But the H1, especially in today's age, it's all about brand recognition. And if you make an H like that, everybody's like, yo, I want that. Like, dude, it's over. It's over for everybody else.
How many glizzies you give it? I know we don't have a full release yet. So maybe should we wait for the full release before which is tomorrow, by the way. It is tomorrow.
So here's the thing. They did leak the white ones, the actual Texans account. This was a couple weeks ago. They did leak the white ones. I actually like the white ones. I like what they look like. And I have seen leaked images of what the rest of them look like.
Have you?
I have.
Can you share those on this show right now?
I have to find it. Give me 1 second.
If not, that's cool. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. It is, and you can take this with a grain of salt, but it is the CT ESPN Twitter page, which is run by Antonio Brown. But I will say this page has leaked all the jerseys before the team has announced it, and they have all been correct. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that this is what the Texans are going
Are you not
for.
able to share because you're not in as a producer?
Oh,
right now?
you know what? I didn't even think about that. I
Damn
didn't even
it.
think about sharing my screen. I probably should have just done that.
Oh no,
Yes.
I don't like these. I don't like these, Heavy T.
I actually do like these. You can pull it up right
I
there.
don't. I don't like these.
Let's see. All right, you should be able to pull it on.
I'm pulling it up right now. And make sure I pull up the right one here because I got so many things here.
No, you're good, man. I think these H-Town ones are really good. Like I actually kind of like these. It's different. Okay.
Yeah, they're.
Specifically, that's going to match the H helmet.
This is hand drawn though, so like to see them with pads on a player because he just looks like
Yeah,
a
it's.
t-shirt. It's not even jersey, so it's
I
kind of
mean,
hard.
yeah.
To
To see him with a pad with the player is going to be different.
Yeah.
These are the white ones that the actual team put on their page.
Those look clean.
I do like, as you can kind of see right here, I do like the horn.
Yes,
thing,
I was
like
just gonna say that
bullhorn.
just stands out.
Those are pretty cool. I also really like this number font. I like the little sharp edges right here. Kind of gives off the horn vibe. So those look really good.
Dude, how good are the Texans going to be this next year? Holy cow!
They're going to be so good. These are going to be the home uniforms, the deep steel blue. Those look good. And then these are going to be the alternate uniforms that they're going to wear with the red helmet. I do really like these.
I like
Again,
those too.
the bullhorn right here on the side. Texans jerseys, they're good. Not as good as the Lions, not as good as the Jets. Kind of hard to compete though because they just went really with their throwbacks. And made them, the Texans. Unless the Texans get the Oilers,
the Broncos. Yeah.
Unless the Texans get the Oilers name, they're not gonna ever wear throwbacks because they don't have anything else. But no, for those Texans jerseys, I'd give them a 7. I think they're pretty decent.
7 glizzies. 7 glizzies it is.
7 glizzies.
I'm with you. But again, that could go higher after they actually release tomorrow with actual, with pads and on players.
Look at the Broncos page. Make your linemen look better. Jeez, dude, that was so bad.
Gut going. We got to move over to baseball because we talked about all the city connects with this is the last one, but I will show you the Phillies one too.
Yeah, that one I'll pull up the Phillies one.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's do this one real quick because the city connects have a reputation of being absolute trash garbage.
Not all of them. Some of them.
Most of them.
This one is
interesting.
This one is interesting.
It's almost like you almost have a perfect uniform and hat and find a way to just screw it up completely. That's how I feel about this. So these are the new Mets City Connect. The hat right here, I hate this hat.
I don't like the bridge on the hat. I think
bridge ruins the entire thing.
If you take away the bridge, I think the hat is really good. If you take away the bridge,
I don't like that they went pinstripes too much like the Yankees.
I don't mind the pinstripes for a one-off uniform. And you got to remember, the Mets, when they did win the World Series, they're rocking pinstripes, dude. Those white unis, they have pinstripes. Yeah. Those are nice.
I guess like with the gray and everything, it just kind of reminds me a lot of the Yankees, and that's why they had to throw the pink in there.
You know what? Honestly, I think it's more of a
that hat is straight trash. Like that hat ruins the entire thing.
I do like the inside of the hat, basically showing the map of the subway system. I think that is
cool.
actually a nice touch.
However, the outside of the hat, which everyone sees, sucks ass.
It really sucks because the bridge. If you take out the bridge, just the NY with the black and white, it's a gorgeous.
So
hat.
Clean and so cool. Exactly my point. And that's what I wanted to say.
The bridge was
this
too
could
much.
be a perfect uniform with the hat and everything, and the only thing screwing it up is that stupid bridge right here on that hat. Like it is.
I do like the splash of purple. I do like that.
Yeah, the purple's clean.
I think honestly, these ones I'll give them a 6.5.
Like if you'd have just taken this bridge and did a little bit of outline like on the shoulder here on him, just to have it. If you
would have gotten the bridge and put it on the sleeve of the jersey like the Giants did.
What I was saying, yeah. But to put it across the hat here, which looks like a crown, by the way, it's just
it's dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was a Mets fan, I have no problem rocking this shirt though.
I will
definitely
say
rock
this.
that jersey.
Now, let me see if I could
Not
find
buying the hats.
tweet.
And we got one more to go. We got to do the Phillies.
Yeah, so I'll do the Phillies real quick. Let me see if I can find
which is
a
worse. Which is worse than these.
I can tell you right now the Phillies is much worse.
Yeah.
Trying to remember how you spell his name. Is it Coda?
I think you sent me something.
Yeah, I'll pull that up in a second. Hold on one sec. Because they actually did show what Coda Sengai's jersey looks like. And they put Japanese lettering for his last name.
Oh, that's cool.
On the back of the jersey.
Yeah,
I
pull it
can't
up and I'll
find
put it live. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I can't find it, but it looks
running
really
6
cool.
minutes late anyways, so we're good.
I mean, technically, we're way late. We're supposed to be an hour, so it's like we're being technical.
We're never late because we can go however long we want.
True. So, okay, cool. Share the screen.
And Heavy T, people are still watching. So,
that's a,
by the way, thank you for watching. Still, go to Barrel House. Go to nightrants.com. Like and subscribe and follow at Heavy T on air.
True. These are pretty bad.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
What is that a 7 or like Captain Hook's claw? What is that?
You know what the funny thing is that the first time I saw it, I actually thought it was a question mark.
It does kind of look like a question mark.
Which makes this next tweet I'm about to show you so much funnier.
Oh boy.
Riddle me this, Batman. Can you lay off a low and away slider? 10 out of 10 tweet. Hilarious.
Hold on. Where is it? All my things are different. I hate it. There it is.
So funny. Let's see. Phillies.
I like how we could just sit here on the show and talk about uniforms and how terrible they are for half an hour.
Yeah, no, for reals.
People love this stuff, though.
But the full jersey, let me see. I'm sure I can get a picture of it right here. Yeah, so here's what they look like.
Ugh,
yeah, these are pretty ugly.
Those are terrible.
That
font is terrible.
Yeah, that font, I don't know what was going on there. These are
what
pretty
does this
bad.
have to do with Philadelphia?
Now, I will say this, and I'm trying to see if I can get a close one with just the hat.
Oh, that number. The numbers are absolute trash. The love makes sense with the bell and the
even love, I don't like that font for the love because it's the same font.
It's still
as like
terrible. Yeah, whatever
bad.
font, whatever slasher movie, 80s slasher movie font they have going on the front of that jersey is absolute trash.
Okay, so here's
That's the hat. It's just a bell.
Well, no, it's the bell with the city outline. I'm going to be honest, and this is where we're going to disagree. I really like the hat. I actually really like
I just can't get over the slasher, the early 2000s slasher font.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to say Scream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the hat
that should be written in red, like in blood.
Jeez.
It's terrible.
The hat as a whole, I really like the hat. I think
the hat's better than the rest of it, but I still wouldn't wear it. I mean, that hat.
And
looks like...
you know what? Actually, here's one other thing too. Stop doing gradient jerseys.
Ugh.
They are hideous.
I'm looking at you, Colorado.
Yeah, one color fading into another is just gross.
Especially white to green.
I will actually say this. Colorado is the exception. Those are gorgeous.
Those are terrible.
We've
already been over this.
Give
it a Goog. Night Rants when we did the Colorado City Connect jerseys. Look it up.
Yeah. Lakers
are winning at the end of the first quarter, 28-24.
I guess we should finish watching that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Raw.
I'm gonna be watching. I got a jam-packed schedule tonight, so I got Raw, Lakers, Angels, and the LA Kings are playing their playoff game right now too.
Yes, they are.
So I'm
Heavy T. Then maybe we should call it a merry Monday.
Yeah, you know what? I still haven't had Din Din yet either.
You gotta get some Din in you. You gotta get some glizzies. You gotta practice.
Yeah,
you gotta practice for your new job, your glizzy job, where you go to every ballpark and.
Yeah, definitely send me that link. I will be applying.
I'll send it to you at the show. I think I already did but it's fine. The Glizzy King himself at Heavy T on air, a new job, and if you do get that, oh my God, what fun are we gonna have on this show? I'm just gonna call in from and say where you.
I would tune in from stadiums. I would figure out a way to make that work.
We'll do it. We'll have to like.
Hold on. Is the city of Oakland going to even offer me a hot dog? Like, are they going to have any when I show up? Like,
maybe. That's going to be the place where it's boiled. I guarantee.
Like, no one. We just stop selling concessions because nobody's here. So.
I was like, yeah, we can go back and boil you one real quick if you really want one.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. If you're boiling hot dogs, jail right away. Go to jail, prison.
So next week we have you at the FanDuel Studios.
correct. I believe so.
Okay. We'll be talking about the NFL draft and more. Thank you for coming on tonight for the full show. It made everyone really happy. They love seeing a good heavy tea on air.
Oh, actually, before I forget, I got this in the mail last weekend. So where is it? I stand with.
You got tattoos in the mail?
Oakland.
You got nice.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Keep the A's in Oakland, baby. Come on.
That ain't gonna happen.
Shout out to Last Dive Bar for the wristband, by the way.
The Utah A's. Or no, I'm sorry, the Sacramento A's. They'll be for a little bit.
Yeah, which
until they go to Las Vegas.
Which that's something else we'll get into, I guess, next week. But
yeah, after the draft and the NBA playoffs, there's like a month where we could just talk about baseball.
Salt Lake City hockey, baby, it's coming.
Oh yeah, that's coming too, huh?
Yeah.
Kind
of feel bad for all 5 Coyotes fans, but
are they gonna? What are they? They can't just keep Coyotes. It'd be the Utah Coyotes, right?
No. So apparently, what I read is that the city of Arizona, or the city of Phoenix, is keeping the colors, the history, all that stuff like that.
Like
so
what
basically,
Seattle did in the NBA.
Yeah. So it's very similar to how the Browns did it when they were deactivated. Mm-hmm. So I believe it said that Phoenix can be reactivated within 5 years.
Oh, cool. That's not going to happen. No one wants to play hockey in Phoenix, man. It's the worst place to have a hockey team. Seriously, though.
I could think of maybe worse.
New Mexico. Okay, there you go.
Oh, no.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, Heavy Tea. Thank you so much for doing the whole show with us tonight. If you're in the California area and need good beer, make sure to go to Barrel House Brewing Company for all of that and all of more. And also go to FanDuel for all your betting needs. Support Heavy Tea. And support Heavy Tea in his glizzy dreams of becoming a professional glizzy measurer. So stupid. I hope you get it. From myself, for the Better Sports Network, at Heavy Tea on Air, at Edward Rouse. Enjoy your week. We'll be back next week with another fun episode of Monday Night Rants. Enjoy the NFL draft. More on that next week. Shout out to our boy, Taj McGowan. We'll see you next week, my fellow ranters.